The cargo bay of the Vengeance's edge reeked of metal and sweat. Commander Vexthor stood at 8 feet tall, his purple-scaled hide gleaming under the flickering overhead lights. He'd faced countless species across the galaxy, most crumbled before his reputation alone. The Krillian warlord was known for breaking bones first and asking questions later. But the human before him didn't flinch. Lieutenant Maya Torres stood barely 6 feet, her standard-issue jumpsuit stained with hydraulic fluid from the day's repairs. Her dark hair was pulled back in a practical bun, and her brown eyes met Vexthor's without a trace of fear. That alone should have warned him. "You damaged my cargo," Vexthor growled, his translator rendering the guttural Krillian into something vaguely comprehensible. 3 containers. Premium Andorian crystals. Worth more than your pathetic vessel. "Your cargo was loaded improperly," Maya replied, her voice steady. "It shifted during the jump. That's on your crew, not mine." The other Krillians in the bay chittered with amusement. No one spoke to Commander Vexthor this way. The warlord's eyes narrowed to slits, his massive hands clenching into fists the size of small boulders. Humans were supposed to be weak, fragile creatures from a backwater planet who'd only recently stumbled into galactic civilization. "I will break you," Vexthor announced, stepping forward. "Then your captain will pay." He lunged with surprising speed for his size, his right hand shooting out to grab Maya's arm. The plan was simple: grip, twist, snap. He'd done it 100 times before. The sound of breaking bone was always satisfying, and humans were notoriously easy to intimidate once injured. His fingers closed around Maya's forearm. What happened next occurred in less than 2 seconds, though every witness would swear it took much longer. Maya didn't pull away. Instead, she stepped into the grab, pivoting on her left foot. Her free hand shot up, palm striking the underside of Vexthor's elbow with precise force. The joint hyperextended with a wet pop, and his grip loosened involuntarily. Before the pain could fully register in Vexthor's brain, Maya's right elbow, the one he'd been trying to break, rocketed upward in a tight arc. The point of her elbow connected with the underside of the Krillian's jaw with devastating accuracy. The crack echoed through the cargo bay like a gunshot. Vexthor's head snapped back. His jaw, reinforced with cartilage that could deflect plasma rounds, fractured in 3 places. Purple blood sprayed from his mouth as his teeth clacked together with enough force to shatter 2 molars. The massive warlord stumbled backward, crashing into a stack of crates that collapsed under his weight. The bay fell silent except for Vexthor's gurgling whimpers. Maya flexed her arm experimentally, checking for damage. Finding none, she looked down at the fallen commander with something resembling pity. "Nobody told you, did they?" she asked quietly. One of the smaller Krillians, a navigator named Shrix, shook his head slowly. His species prided themselves on being warriors, but even he knew when to recognize a superior fighter. "Told us what?" Shrix whispered. "Humans evolved as persistence hunters," Maya explained, her tone almost conversational. "We're not the strongest species. Not the fastest. But we're efficient. Our skeletal structure, our joint placement, our muscle density, it's all optimized for leverage and endurance." She nudged Vexthor's leg with her boot. "Your commander has raw power. But power without technique is just flailing." She turned to face the assembled Krillians, none of whom seemed eager to avenge their leader. "The cargo debt is settled," Maya announced. "Your commander attacked a member of the Terran fleet. That's an act of aggression under the Pax Galactica. You can either leave peacefully, or I can demonstrate why humans won the expansion wars despite being outnumbered 40-1. The Krillians looked at each other, then at their commander, who was still trying to remember how to breathe properly through his shattered jaw. Shrix bowed his head. "We will leave. With apologies." As they hauled Vexthor's groaning form toward their ship, Maya allowed herself a small smile. The galaxy was still learning what humans were capable of. Today was just another lesson. She touched her communicator. "Torres to bridge. Situation resolved. No injuries to report. Acknowledged, came the captain's amused voice. Though security footage suggests resolved, is putting it mildly. Maya grinned. Just another day at the office, sir.